Okay, greetings one and all, and welcome to day number 1, week 10 of our journey together. Yes, day number 1, week 10 of our journey together. And it's definitely a delight to have each and every one of you here. What we will do is we're going to head up and get right into the study for today. So let's begin. Today is Monday, and that's Monday the
30th.
the 30th, yep. 30th of October, 2023. The subject is, of course, mathematics. And the topic is circumference, word problems. And probably going to be part 1 of this, circumference word problems, part 1. So we've been looking at the circumference of a circle, circumference of a semicircle. We gave the formulas for that. The circumference of a semicircle is given by pi r plus 2r, and the circumference or the perimeter of a circle is given by the formula 2 pi r, where pi is approximately 3.14 and r is the radius. Today we're going to be looking at some word problems that is associated with we're going to be looking at some word problems that is associated or that are associated with the circumference, particularly the circumference of a semicircle, and also combining the notions of a semicircle with looking at the circumference of a rectangle. So basically combining all them together. And so we began this question last week, but we didn't finish it in totality. So I'm gonna start it again so we can get a second look at it. So I want you to use your ruler and pencil to draw this image. All right, put on this side. We need enough space. All right, and let's say that the outline is black and the shape fill is white. Now remember, the circumference is the distance around the circle or the distance around the shape. Same thing for perimeter. So I want you to draw this image. Make sure you draw it neatly. Again, draw this image. Make sure it's drawn neatly, please. Moreover, I need you to ensure that the shape is drawn not only neatly, but make sure I could be able to see it properly. So don't draw it too small. Yes, Lanaya.
What you want me to go into now?
You finish all of cosine?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I want you to, okay, let me send it to you. I would want you to do some of the vectors problems that was not covered in the video. You know what I'm talking about? So if you could go to the vectors worksheet or the vectors past papers and try to do ones on your own that was not covered in the video.
Yes, sir.
All right. And for Naya,
Yes, sir.
just finish up. I think you know what to do, right? Finish up
Cosines.
cosines, and if you finish up in time, then do the solvent equations.
Yes, sir.
All right. So let's say for this one, let's say that we have let's say that we have 8 meters for this one on this side. Or let's say, yeah, let's say that it's 8 meters. And let's say that, for example, this one is 10 meters. Okay. All right, good. So I think we're ready. So the first question here is, let's say that we have, let's say that this diagram represents a window. All right. So the diagram represents a window.
Mr. But we ready do one of these.
I know. We didn't finish the question though, so I want to revisit it and add some more questions to it. So the diagram represents a window. Write down the diameter of the semicircle. And inside the chat, I want you to write down what you think the diameter of the semicircle is. Obviously, rate this right as the diameter. But what is the answer? What is the correct answer for this one? What is the diameter of the semicircle? Okay. Put your hands inside the chat, please. Again, write down the diameter of the semicircle. The diameter is right out. Okay. Write down the diameter of the semicircle. Again, write down the diameter of the semicircle. And put your hands inside the chat, please. What do you think the diameter of the semicircle is going to be? Sienna? Where's Sienna?
And how?
You are supposed to be doing vectors, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So again, write down the diameter of the semicircle. Only some persons have answered in the chat. How about the rest of you? What do you think the diameter of the semicircle is? Again, please answer inside the chat. And please don't let me have to call you out. Because some of you just take this opportunity to play. Especially, where's Claremont? Claremont, are you there?
Yes, sir.
I understand that you was using your phone and watching videos in my class. Where are you?
I'm right here.
You need to pay attention in my class. That's what I'm trying to let you know. And stop watching videos in my class. Do you hear me?
Yes, sir.
When you're in my class, pay attention. Stop getting distracted. How old are you?
11,
What grade are you in?
7.
Okay, so why does your mommy have to be up and down looking and watching over you? You can't take initiative and pay attention and focus on your own. I'm asking a question. Can you do that?
Yes, sir.
Okay, well, do it then and stop getting distracted. All right, so write down the diameter of the semicircle. What y'all have for the diameter? What y'all have for the diameter? Inside the chat, I see that most persons put 10. Why not 5? Why not 5? Because 5 is the
5 would be the radius
5 is the radius. How do you know that 5 is the radius?
because it's the half
Very good. It's half
of
of
the
it.
diameter.
Very good. So let's write that down. So the diameter or the diameter of the semicircle. This right here, this line right here represents the diameter of the semicircle. And it's exactly the same length as this. And so that's why if this is 10, this is also 10. So the diameter of the semicircle is going to be 10 meters. How many persons put that inside the chat? If you put that, let me know.
Mesa.
Very good.
I
Good.
did.
I did.
Good. So the next one is, this one should be easy. Write down the radius then. of the semicircle? Put your hands inside the chat, please. Write down the radius of the semicircle. Again, put your hands inside the chat. Write down the radius of the semicircle. The radius. Put your hands inside the chat. What is the radius of the semicircle? Pelican, I think. I can't remember his name. Is Pelican there?
I accidentally put CM when I supposed to put M, sorry.
Yes, you need to put meters. What's your name is again?
Akiro?
Akiro, and your last name is Pelican, right?
No, sir. No, you go.
Maycock, okay. All right, good. So Samaya, it is not centimeters, it's meters. All right, so we want the radius of the semicircle. Most of you all put 5. Why you all put 5? How you got 5?
Because it's the
10
radius.
divided by
That's
2.
why
Half
You
of the radius.
half of the what?
diameter,
Half of the diameter, all right? So what did you do to get 5? You divide what? 10 by
Divide
what?
10 by 2.
Very good. Divide 10 by 2. And that's how you get the radius. So 10 divided by 2 is going to be 5. So the answer is 5 meters. Where's Latalia?
Yes, sir.
Why are you laughing?
I don't know.
You don't know? Because you don't know why I called you.
No, sir.
So you ducked us last week.
Last week was a break for me.
A break. A break from what?
Classes.
Break from classes?
Yes, sir.
What's your occupation?
School.
So you're a student, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So you had all summer to break.
That's true,
Yeah.
but still.
Anyway, glad you're back. We miss you in science class, especially.
Ooh, that's terrible.
Say that's terrible. Okay. We're glad you're back, Natalia, back on board. I hope you are able to get right back in the swing of things. Okay, so the radius is going to be 5 meters. All right. And how do we get 5 meters? 5 meters is going to be half of the diameter. So half of the diameter is going to be 5 meters. So first of all, the diameter is 10. All right. So the diameter is going to be the length of this same portion right there. That's the diameter. That's 10. And we get the radius by doing half of the diameter, which is going to be 5 meters. So half of the diameter is the radius. Okay, good. So my next question is, let's calculate the length. Calculate the length of the curved portion. All right, calculate the length of the curved portion. Now, does anyone have any idea how we're going to find out the length of the curved portion? Anyone have any idea? Because I believe we did this question before. Anyone have any idea?
We got to multiply 314 by 5.
Okay, and then that's it? Or you do something else?
Yes, sir, that's it. That's it. I sure about my answer. That's it.
Okay, you sure? Okay, all right. All right, so what is the curved portion? So let's outline the curved portion. This is the curved portion right here, all right? And the curved portion covers this distance right here. So let me ask the question, what shape is the curved portion? How do you describe its shape?
semicircle,
Yeah, it's basically a semicircle. I mean, or at least part of a semicircle. So this part right here is the distance of the curved portion. That's the curved portion right there, right? So now we also have the diameter. So the diameter, or which is twice the radius, is this, right? The blue section. So if you remember the formula for the semicircle, the formula for the perimeter of the semicircle is what? What is the formula for the perimeter of the semicircle? It was pi
Wouldn't
r.
it be pi times width times length?
No. Remember the
Two
perimeter,
or
the perimeter of a semicircle is given by this formula, pi r plus 2r. Now, pi r is the length of the curved part. That's pi r. And 2r is the length of the diameter. Now, what does the question ask us for? Does the question ask us for the area, does the question ask us for the length of the curved portion, or does the question ask us for the length of the diameter? Which one?
The length of the curved portion.
The length of the curved portion. So which one would we have to use? Pi r or 2r?
Pi r.
Pi r. That means we cannot use what? We cannot use 2r. Okay. Now, if we are trying to find the length of the semicircle as a whole, like the entire length, including the diameter, like if we wanted the whole length, right? If we wanted the whole length of the semicircle, then obviously we would use pi r plus 2r. But in this case, we do not include 2r because 2r is the diameter, and we don't want the diameter. We just want the area, the length of the curved portion. So that means that we have to use pi r. So that's it. We only could use pi r. We cannot use 2r because 2r is the length of the diameter. We don't want that. We want just the length of the curved portion. So if we want the length of the curved portion, there's something else I have to add to this. The radius is going to be, sorry, the pi is going to be 3.14. So let's put that down, put it in brackets. So we gotta know that pi, okay, pi is, where's pi? Pi is equal to 3.14. Let's close the brackets down. All right, so pi is equal to 3.14. So in order to find the length of the curved portion, let's write this down. So length. Okay, let me kind of, let's do, send it about a bit, but bring to the front of it. Okay, you can, if you can need it too. So maybe we can, what can I do? We can just get a new. So if we want the length of the curved portion, so let's do that. Let me get a new. So the length of the curved portion, length of the curved portion is going to be equal to pi r the length of the curved portion is going to be equal to pi r. Now, what is pi in this question? What is pi in this question? Pi is equal to what?
3.14.
3.14. And what is the radius, by the way? What do we say the radius was?
5.
The radius is what? 5 or 10? 5 or 10. What is the radius?
5 meters.
5 meters. Very good, 5 meters. So the answer is going to be, so we have 3.14 multiplied by 5. And let's do the multiplication. If we were to multiply those two together, let's see what we get. 3.14 times 5. So let's do that. 3.14 times 5.
Mr. Petit is 15.6.
You get what? 15.6?
15.7.
15.7. 5 times 4 is what? 20, right?
20.
Put the 0 down, put the 2 up. 5 times 1 is what?
5.
Plus 2 is 7. And what is 5 times 3?
15.
15, very good. It's going to be 15.7. So that means that the length of the curved portion is going to be what?
15.7.
15.7. Meters or centimeters?
Meters.
Very good, 15.7 meters. All right. Good. And so that's how we get our answer. So what we did was we multiplied 3.14 by 15 by 5 to get 15.7. Okay. Zara Hannah, do you understand how we got 15.7? T.
Yes, sir.
Okay. How about you, Zaria? You understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Belon Dames, do you understand how we got 15.70?
Yes, sir.
Good. And Tanaz, do you understand how we got 15.7?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. Waterfall, can you explain how we got 15.70? What did we do?
Pardon?
Can you explain how we got 15.70 meters?
Okay. Y is equal to 3.14. So we use that.
Mm-hmm.
Then we needed the R, the radius. The
Yeah.
radius 5 because it's half of 10.
Yes.
We multiplied the 3.14 and 5, and
Yeah.
that was 15.70.
Very good. And we use pi r. Why didn't we do plus 2r? Like with the other questions we did before.
You asking me?
Yeah. Why didn't we use 2r? Because remember last week we did pi r plus 2r. Why this time we didn't use 2r?
Because we're only using it for the curved portion.
Very good. Very good. Waterfall. Good explanation. You need to call you.
Yeah, I get 2 R's.
How I get 2 r's?
2 R.
2r?
Yes, sir.
Oh, that was the formula. Because remember, the diameter is twice the radius, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
So that's why it's 2r. Okay, so
Got it.
now the final question I will ask you all is, well, I don't know if it's a final question. Maybe could add like probably 2 more questions to this. Let's see. It just depends on how this one goes. So we know that the length of the curved portion is 15.7. Someone is asking to get entrance into the class. Egypt. Okay. So let's say that a metal script. Oh, I don't want to do that. Let me just use another text. So let's say that this is gonna be D, right? So let's put D, depending on how much we could fit inside this. So a metal script is placed around the semicircular part and the three straight edges. The question is, what is the length, or what is the, let's say, what is the total length of the metal script needed? Okay, so what does this mean? We say, let's say, for example, we have, let's say a metal script is placed around this figure. So let's say that we have, I'm going to use black, well, let's just use yellow to denote it, right? So let's say that a metal script, they say a metal script, right? So a metal script is placed around the what? Semicircular part and the what? Three edges, right? So the metal script, let's say that the yellow is a metal script. The metal script is placed here, right? The metal script is placed here because they say along the three edges, right? Right? And the metal script is placed here, right? So that's where the metal script is placed. I actually have to move this. Can I move this without disturbing a lot of things? Okay, I guess I could. So the yellow part is where I'm going to put for the metal script. So the metal script is going to be here, all of this. So all of this is where we're going to put the metal script over the window. So it's going to be over the curved part, right? It's going to be over the three edges, okay? Now they're saying that they want the total length of metal script needed to cover the whole entire window. So how are we going to figure out what is the total length of the metal script needed? How are we going to
Would you
figure?
multiply
Addition?
it like
Multiply what?
the 15.70 times 3?
No, that wouldn't be right, Dion, because if you multiply 15.7 by 3, you're saying you want this circular part 3 times. But we don't want that, eh?
Add it.
Someone said add. What are we gonna add?
The 2 8s plus the 10 and the 15.70
Who said that?
waterfall.
Waterfall, that's absolutely correct. All right, so basically what she is saying is that we know that 15.7 is the distance of what? The distance of the curved part. Now, what is going to be this distance right here? What is going to be this distance right here?
8 meters.
Why 8 meters?
8 meters.
Why 8 meters? Why 8? Why does
It's
it 8
equal to
Because
the other
the
side.
next side is equal.
Very good, because the next side is
8
equal.
meters.
Good, because the next side is 8
Excuse me,
meters.
Mr. Petit.
Yes,
Sorry to
Santos.
interrupt. May I go to the bathroom real quick, please?
Yes, we can. So this is also going to be 8 meters, right? So we know that both sides are equal to 8 meters. So this is 8 meters. This is also 8 meters. Okay. Good. Perfect. So 8 meters, 8 meters. Now we also know this is 10. We want the distance. Now, what is the distance of the curved portion? Let's make sure I get that out the way. What's the distance of the curved portion? So the distance from here to here, the whole thing. What's the distance of that? That we just find out. What was that distance?
15.70.
Very good, 15.70. Okay, so 15.70 meters is the distance of, that's the distance of this semicircle, the semicircular portion, That's 15.70. And then we know that 8 meters is this distance. And then we know that 10 meters is that distance. And then we know that 8 meters is this distance. Now they are saying that this yellow metal strip has to be placed around the whole thing. So how are we going to get the total length of the metal strip needed? What must we do?
Times by 8.
All the sides.
Multiply by 8? No, you don't want to multiply by 8. We want total length.
Add all the sides.
Say it again, Clermont.
Add all the sides.
Add all the sides. Anyone agree with him? We must add all the sides.
Yes, sir.
Yes. You have to add all the sides. So in order to get the total length of the metal strip needed, we have to add what? What do we have to add? We have to add
15.7 and 8.
very good.
Let's
So the total
Yes.
length, total length is going to be equal to 15.70 meters plus 8 meters plus what? 10 meters. What else we have to add? I think we're missing one, right? We're missing one more. We have
Another
15.70, 8 meters, and then what else?
Eight.
Another 8. Yes. So we're missing another 8. So when we add them all up for me and put your answers inside the chat. Let me see if you understand what we're doing. Add them all up, 15.7, 8, 10, and 8, and to put your answers inside the chat for me. Again, answer and add it all up and put your answers inside the chat. Don't forget the units that you need to put as well. I only see 3 persons answering so far, so where are the rest of you? Again, add them all up, the 15.7, the 8, and the 10, and the 8. Again, add them all up. And put your answers inside the chat. Remember, please do not keep your camera on. Someone camera is on, please turn it off. Again, put your answer inside the chat. What is the, when you add them all together, what you get, what do you get? All right, put your answer inside the chat for me. We need space to add them, so I need to add them up here because I don't have enough space. So what we have is 15.70 plus what? Plus 10, right? I think. No, plus 8, sorry. Plus 8. Plus 8. It's going to be 800. Please notice where do I put the 8? Because a lot of you might get this wrong because your placement is off. After the 8, we have what? 10, right? Please note, where do I put the 10? All right. Everything is in the ones place, and then everything is in its appropriate column. And then we have the 8 again. The 8 is here. And so this is going to be 00. Good. So now let's add up everything. What is 0 plus 0 plus 0 plus 0? That's going to be what?
0.
0. What is 7 plus 0 plus 0 plus 0? That's going to be what?
7.
7. We put the, there's 1 point. What is 8 plus
Hey,
5?
so smart.
What is 8 plus 5?
13.
Oh, you say 8 plus 5.
8 plus 5, yes. What is 8 plus 5?
13.
13, very good. Plus another 8.
21.
21, so we put the 1 down. We put the 2 above. What is 2 plus 1 plus 1? It's going to be what?
4.
4, very good. So the answer is 41.70. How many persons got that when you add them all up?
Me.
I got it.
Very good.
Mr. Petit,
Go ahead.
Do we actually have to put 70 or just 7?
70 or just 7 is both are fine. All right. They mean the same thing. So the
Okay.
answer is 15 point, no, sorry, not 15, 41.70 meters. All right. Now, the last part is they ask us to round your answer to answer in I to the nearest whole number. So we want to round our answer, which is 41.70 to the nearest whole number. For those who know how to add, put your answer inside the chat, please. What do you think the answer is going to be when you round 41.7 to the nearest whole number? For those of you who already know the answer, put your answer inside the chat. I have 41.70, and I want to round it to the nearest whole number. What must my answer be? Let me see what y'all have in the chat. To the nearest whole number. Whole numbers does not include any decimals. So I don't know why y'all have decimals in your answer. No decimals, Latalia. No decimals, Claremont. Nothing in the back. Whole number. Whole number. All right. So the way how we got it is, I see a lot of you saying 42. And 42 is correct, but how did we get 42? But what we do is we consider the number that's behind 1. What number is behind 1?
7.
7. Is 7 greater than 5 or less than 5?
Greater.
Greater. So
Greater.
since it's greater than 5, we add what? We
1.
add 1.
1.
We add 1 to 41. And so the answer is going to be 42. 42. So it's 42 meters. All right. And so that's how we get our answer. All right. Good stuff. Stacy Pender, do you understand how we got this?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And Somaya, are you there? Yes. Do you understand what we did, Somaya? Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
All right. Akiro, do you understand what we did?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And Shekinah Kalma, are you there? Where's Shekinah?
But the
Go ahead.
my Wi-Fi connection is a little bad, so you could bear me if anything happen.
Who's that?
Kiro.
Okay, sure. Chardonnay,
Yes, sir.
can you explain how we got 41.70? Can you explain how we got that?
So first to get three. Wait, can you repeat?
Can you explain how we got DI, the total length? Yeah, how we got that?
First we first we added 15.70, then we added 8 meters, then we added another 8 meters, and then we also added 10 meters. And when we added that up, we got 41.70.
Why did we use 15.7?
Because that's the length of the curve portion.
Very good. That's the length of the curve. So that's this length, right?
Yes, sir.
And we want the total length of the whole metal strip, right? Needed.
Yes, sir.
So we add, but how do we get this 8 meters?
Because it's equivalent to the next side, which is also 8 meters.
Very good. So we have 8 meters, 10 meters, and 8 meters. What are we gonna do with all of them?
Add them
Add them. All right, and when we round, why did we get 42?
because we round to the nearest whole number.
And the number behind the 1 is what?
7, so we added another one onto the 1.
Let's say the number was not greater than 5. Let's say if it's less than 5. What is gonna be your answer if it was less than 5?
41 flat.
41 flat. Very good. Santos, do you understand how we got answer? I think Santos went to the restroom. Samaya, do you understand? Samaya King
Yes, sir.
and Renaya Douglas, are you there?
Yes, sir.
You understand how we got our answer for this?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so let's do one more example before we go ahead with the grade exercise. I think one more example is fitting. Is it an easy question or you feel like it's a question that you could be able to answer? Or is it a hard question for you? What do you think? Number 2. All right. Is it an easy question or is it a hard question for you all?
Easy, but it's too much.
Easy, but sometimes you gotta use your brain cells.
Yeah.
All right, can y'all let me now?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, good.
Yes, sir.
So yeah, some people say it's a lot of steps, right? So just a lot of parts you have to be keeping up with. But once you remember each step, you should be good to go. Please make sure draw this properly. Make sure that you have a good proper drawing of this and we can get ready for it. The first 2 questions are very easy. So we have a diagram that represents the window. We have to change up the number. So let's say that we have for this one. Let's say that this is 7 meters on this side. Say that on this side we have 6 meters on this side. So the first question is, what is the diameter of the semicircle? Class, what is the diameter? It's going to be what?
6 meters.
6 meters. 6 meters, very good. So diameter is definitely going to be 6. 6 meters. And
Excuse me.
go ahead.
That semicircle ain't adding up. How is 6 meters longer than 7 meters?
That's true. So let's make this 5. That's a good observation. So all right, next up we want to write down the radius. What is the radius of the semicircle? The radius is gonna be what?
3 meters.
Three,
3 or 6?
It's
For the
3.
ra-
Meters.
Mr. Petit, 3.
3.
You
How
can't
you
check
how you
Three.
get
because
3?
it's a half of 6. You can't be
It's a half.
tricking.
Half of 6. Very good. So 6 divided by 2. Okay, so
Mr. Petit,
uh-huh.
it sounded like while I was gone, you was tricking them.
I just was given interesting questions. That's it. So 6 divided by 2 is 3, so it's gonna be 3 meters. All right, so 3 meters is the radius because the radius is half of what?
The diameter.
Half of the
How
diameter.
about the
Very good. Kate and George, are you there?
yes, sir.
Did y'all win?
For
Yeah.
C.I. Gibson for juniors? Yes, sir. We beat Morris Island. And I forget who else we beat. For the senior, I think we lose like 2 games. 'Cause it's like we play CI, we get killed. Because boy, one number 6, he big.
Wow. But your team, the team that you played on, I mean the games that you played, did y'all win? That's what I mean.
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. All right.
Bravo to you.
Because that it'll be weird. You miss my class and y'all lose. That's crazy. All right, so we want the length of the curve portion. How are we gonna figure out the length of the curve portion? What are we gonna do? Multiply what?
Pi and the radius.
Pi and the radius.
3.14 times 3.14
Times what? Times what? If we want to
3.14 times 3.
times 3. Good. Put your hands inside the chat, please, for C. What is the length of the curve portion? Put your hands inside the chat for me, please. Again, inside the chat, put the answer for the length of the curve portion. What do you think it's gonna be? Remember, for the length of the curve portion, put your hands inside the chat. I didn't say tell me, and I say put your hands inside the chat. 3.14 multiplied by what? We know it's going to be multiplied by the radius. In this case, the radius is 3, not 6. Please do not use 6. All right. So the length of the curve portion is 3.14 times 3. And put your hands inside the chat once you think you have gotten the correct answer. I only see 8 persons answered so far. Where are the rest of you? Again, put your hands inside the chat. All right, what y'all have for the answer? 3.14 times 3, what you have? 9.42. Okay, most persons say 9.42. So let's multiply it and see what we get. So, Jeremy, why did you put kindergarten in my chat?
I didn't put it there, Mr. G. I was trying to ask a question, but I forgot to.
So 3.14 times 3. 3 times 4 is what? It's gonna be
12.
12. Put the 2 down, put the 1 above. 3 times 1 is
3,
plus 1 is
4,
4. Very good. And 3 times 3 is
9.
9. So the answer is 9.42. Yeah, that's correct. 9.42. How many persons got that? Let me know if you are one of the persons who got that.
I got it. I got
I
it.
got it. I got it.
Now I'm talking about before I put it inside, before I show it now, before. I'm talking about how many persons got it before I show
I
it.
got it before you did.
I got it before you did it.
I got it before you did it.
Very
I
good.
got it before.
Very good. So it's 9.42 meters.
Me too.
Perfect. So you all know what the next question is going to be. The metal strip is placed around it, and I want the total length of the whole thing. Okay. So let's do that first. What is the total length of the metal strip needed? That'll be interesting. I want you all to do that and put your hands inside the chat. Again, calculate the total length of the metal strip that is needed. Remember, we have to cover the whole thing. So remember that we are looking at the whole window. So we're looking at this portion. Again, answer DI and put your hands inside the chat. What is the total length of the metal strip needed? Again, answer it and put your hands inside the chat. What is the total length of the metal strip needed? Where's Joseph? Joseph, are you there? So why you're not answering inside the chat? Like, you haven't answered one single question in the chat. Why is that?
Just writing a note down.
Do you know the answer? Are you understanding what we're doing, or are you lost?
Lost.
You lost with part that you don't understand. Do you understand how we got the diameter? Do you understand that the diameter is 6 centimeters, Joseph?
No, yeah, sure.
Okay, good. You understand that the radius is half of the diameter, which is 3.
Yes, sir.
Good. Now for the curved portion, we have to use pi r. That's the formula that you always use for the curved portion, this part right here. Now, what is pi, Joseph?
3.14.
Good. What is the radius? What is the radius, Joseph?
The radius?
Yeah, the radius. What do we say the radius of the semicircle is, according to B?
3.
3, good.
Yeah.
So that's why we multiply 3.14 times 3 to get the length of the curved portion. Do you see that? Do you see that, Joseph?
Yes, sir.
Good. So what is 3.14 multiplied by 3? Joseph, I'm talking to you. What is 3.14 multiplied by 3?
So 9.42
Good. And that's how we get 9.42. You understand that?
That's right.
Good. Now, what we need is we need the total length of the metal strip needed. So what we have to do is we have to add this portion to this portion to this portion to all of this. We have to add the whole thing. Okay. Add every part of it. Okay. That's how we can get the total length of the metal strip needed. So let's do that. So I see some persons have answered inside the chat already. What did y'all get? What are y'all answers?
25.42.
25.42. All right. How do we get that? What is the length of the curved portion?
The length is 9.42.
The
We
length
add
is
all,
9.42.
Good. The length is
we add all,
9.4. Say it again. Shion.
we add all the sides and the curve length.
The curved portion, right? So all of this is 9.42 meters. So we have to add that. By the way, what is this side? What is the length of this side?
5.
5.
5. How did you get 5?
No,
Because it's the same
because it's the same.
length of the same side.
Very good. So we have 9.42. We have 5 meters. We have 6 meters, and we have 5. What do we have to do with all of them?
You have to add them at the day.
Add them. Very good. So it's 9.42 meters plus 5 meters plus what?
6 meters
6 meters plus
plus
what?
5 meters.
Plus 5 meters. And when we add all them up together, what do we get? Let's add them. I'm gonna.
25.42.
25.42.
And you're certain of that?
Yes, sir, for sure.
For sure. Okay. Let's see. Oh boy, I hope you all get this right. I really do. 9.42 plus 5 meters. So 5.00 plus 6 meters plus what? Plus 5 meters. And we add them all up. All right. Let me erase this. So 2 plus 0 plus 0 plus 0 is going to be what? 2. And then 4 plus 0 plus 0 plus 0 is going to be 4. Good. We put the point here. Then what is 9 plus 5?
14.
9 plus 5 is 14. Plus 6.
20.
20 plus 5.
25.
25. Very good. So it's 20. It is 25.42. Very good. Good. So it's 25.42. How many persons got this answer? 25.42.
I got it long time.
I got
Very,
it.
very good. So the answer is definitely 25.42. So 25.42. Meters. Don't forget the meters. Let me see you all add that. Darnique, Shion, Andrew, Casey, Kevin, Ciara, Samaya, Chardonnay, Egypt. Very good. Kevin, Latavia, Chai, Latalia, Renaya, Michael, Clement, Kaden, George, Waterfall, Aliyah Store, Olivia. Very good. To all of you answered. Okay, now the last question obviously is we're gonna round it, right? So round it to the nearest whole number and put your answer inside the chat, please. For this one, you have to be very careful. So round it to the nearest whole number and put your answer inside the chat for me. Again, round your answer to the nearest whole number and put your answer inside the chat for me. Again, round your answer to the nearest whole number and put your answer inside the chat for me. Good. So we have to round this number 25.42 meters to the nearest whole number. So we have 25.42. And we have to round it to the nearest whole number.
Excuse me, sir. May I use the bathroom, please?
All right. No problem.
Mr. Matib, when you give us the graded exercise, we answering all them questions.
Yes, every last one.
Exactly how you do it, Mr. Bade.
Yeah, exactly how I do it. All right, so let's continue. So what is 25.42 rounded to the nearest whole number? Which y'all have? 25?
25.
I put 25.
I have
Not-
25 and I have a reason.
Not 26?
No,
It is,
sir.
it is,
No, because-
Ain't supposed to be 26.
It's not supposed to be 26? But okay, how come?
no,
How come for
it's
how come?
25.
Wait, how come
Three
for
is
this
less
one?
than 4.
How come for this one we make it 42 when it was 41, and then for this
Because-
one, it's only 25. I don't understand.
Because 4 is less than 5. So you
4 is
can't
less than
round up.
5 and we can't round that up.
Y'all too smart for me. I can't trick y'all no more. Y'all too smart. All right, so it is true. The reason is, if you look carefully, 4, we have to look at 4, right? 4 is what? Less than 5, right?
Yes, sir.
And so since
Yes,
4 is
sir.
less, and since 4 is less than 5, we have to keep it the same. All right. So we can't round up. So we can't add 1. So the answer now is definitely just simply 25. So it's just 25. So let's put 25 here. 25 what? Meters, right?
Yes, sir.
Now let me reduce the size. Okay, good. 25 meters. Put this on the side. Good. Now, Sabria, do you understand how we got our answer? Sabria, are you there? I could barely hear you. Yeah, I don't. For some reason, your volume is always low. Do you understand how we got it, Sabria? Sabria, are you there? Do you understand how we got it? Maybe you have to type. Maybe you have to type your answer, because I can't hear you. Korai, do you understand how we got it?
Yes, sir.
You said no?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And Olivia, do you understand?
Again.
Olivia, do you understand? Okay. All right, thank you, Sabria. Olivia, do you understand how we got the answer? I can't hear from Olivia for some reason. Nevaeh Wallace, do you understand how we got our answer? Nevaeh? I'm wondering if y'all could hear me. Can y'all hear me?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
So,
Yes, sir.
but I'm not able to hear from these students. Nevaeh, are you there? Is Nevaeh here? Yeah, no, from Nevaeh. Nathan. Nathan Higgs.
Yes, sir.
Yes, Nevaeh. Do you understand how we got to answer?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. And Nathan Higgs, are you there? Do you understand how we got to answer? Okay. Michael, what step do you understand? How we got to
Yes, sir.
answer? Okay,
sir.
and Matthew, do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Where's your mother? I'm calling on her, but I can't hear from her.
Sir, just repeat. I didn't hear you. I'm right here.
Okay, I was asking if you understand.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And Marcus Newbold, do you understand how we got to answer? Marcus.
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. So I think we're ready for the great exercise. I'm only going to give you two.
And I'll finish right.
I keep on telling you with this, Jeremy, every class. I think you know the routine by now. I keep on telling you the world is not going to wait on you to write slow. We will move on. But you have to write faster than that, Jeremy. Every night it's the same thing. So obviously it's you writing slow and don't want to catch up, but want everybody to wait on you. That's not going to work. So I'm going to put the thing inside the chat for you so that you can catch up, but the rest of us, we have to go. All right, so great exercise number 1. Now I want everybody to get all right. Hopefully that can happen. Okay, so let's separate this with a divider. Only 2 questions tonight. So so let's draw a window. And let's put the things that we need to put on this image. I think I should make this smaller because I don't want this thing to be dangerous. You basically get that, you can basically understand what's happening.
Excuse me, Mr. Petit.
Go ahead.
May I use the bathroom, please?
Yes, you can. Let's say that this side is this side is
See, that's a small window.
a very small window. Very small window compared to the ones we've been seeing. Natalia said that's a very small. That means no air. Can't get no air. And let's say that this one is so this one is 14. So please be careful with your math. Be careful with how you add, how you multiply, because that's gonna affect you. All right, make sure you take your time to, answer these questions and not make silly mistakes or simple mistakes. All right. So we want the diameter, we want the radius, we want the length of the curved portion. What else do we want? We want the total length of the metal strip needed. We want the total length of the script. And lastly, we want you to round it. But we want you to round it to the nearest whole number. All right, so that's the thing right there, round it to the nearest whole number. Okay, good. That's that section. Let's do another one. Just two of them. I can make this high up so we can have more space. Please note that once you finish with your work, take a picture of it and send it to me via WhatsApp. Again, once you finish with your work, take a picture of it and send it to me via WhatsApp. Let's say that this one is. Make sure if you're not speaking, turn off your mic, mute your mic if you're not speaking. Let's call this one. And let's call this one. Let's say that this is 18. I think we should be good with that. And
Excuse me, Mr. D.
go ahead, Garvin.
I get kicked out the class. You could send me a screenshot, please?
You want to put, if I put in the chat, would you be able to access them?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, so I'm going to put the screenshot of the first two for Garvin. So give me one moment.
Yes, sir.
And for anyone else who need it, it's also inside the chat. The screenshot of the first two. I'm going to put the last one right now in the chat. Good. All right, so I think we're good. So we have to write down the diameter of the semicircle, the radius, calculate the length of the metal script, and the other questions. Let me let's call this number one.
Excuse me, Mr. G.
Go ahead.
You sent the same screenshot twice.
Send the same screenshot twice. Okay. So let me send the other one. Okay. Is that true? No, they're different. If you look at it carefully, they're different. Look at the numbers, Garvin. All right, so that's fine. So Malia roll.
Yes, sir.
Do you understand what to do for these two questions?
Yes, sir.
That's good. LeVar Brown.
Yes, sir.
Do you understand what to do?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and Natalia, what number are you on?
I'm on number 1 DI.
Number 1 DI. Okay, that's good. Lanaya Marshall. Lanaya. Kiana from Lanaya. Kiajane Bethel. What number are you on?
I am on number 1.
One what? A, B, C, D.
A.
Number 1A. Do you understand what to do, Kiajane?
Yes, sir.
You sure?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and Justin Cash. Justin Cash. Where's Justin? Okay, can't have from Justin. Jessica, what number you on?
I'm on number 1, D1.
Okay, you understand what to do?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and Jeremy,
Yes, sir.
what number you on?
I have 1C.
You on 1C. And Jevin, what number you on?
I on A.
You on A for what number?
Not A, I mean, I am on I on C1.
C1? Okay. Janelle, what number you on?
I'm 1D.
Say it again.
Number 1D.
Number 1D. You understand what to do, Ronald? I mean, Janelle?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. Jalen,
I am number 1C.
you want number 1?
C.
Number 1C, okay, good. Jabez, what number you on?
One D.
1D, okay. Haley Ambrista. Haley Ambrista, are you there?
Yes, sir.
What number you on?
1A.
20? Okay. And Haley, do you understand what to do?
Yes, I think so.
All right, that's good. Harvin Lars, what number you on?
I right in front of the slide, sir.
Mr. Petit.
Hello?
Hello.
Mr. Petit has his mic muted.
Are y'all able to have me now?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes,
So
sir.
what I want y'all to do is when you finish with your work, take a picture of it and send it to me via WhatsApp. Again, once you finish with your work, take a picture of it and send it to me via WhatsApp. I think Olivia was calling me. Was that Olivia?
I'm fine, Miss Vicky. I'm
Okay.
fine.
Okay. And all right, good. Evanice, you have any questions or you understand what to do?
I understand.
All right. Is there anyone who is finished? Anyone finished with this?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Javin.
Yes, sir. Already.
All right. Chardonnay, Bethany, Zaria, Aliyah, Natalia, Woodstep, and Olivia. Good.
I'm finished too, Mr. Petit.
I finish.
And Dion. Good. All right. Joseph, what number are you on? Joseph, what number are you on? Where's Joseph?
I have a 2B.
You on 2B?
Yeah.
Who's yeah?
Yes, sir.
All right. And all right, so let's begin to answer it. Aaron Claire, where's Aaron? Aaron Claire, where's Aaron? Can't understand from Aaron. Ajani, are you finished, Ajani?
No, sir.
What number are you on, Ajani?
Number 2C.
Number 2C. All right, make sure I take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. Again, take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp once you are done with it. All right. Okay, so let's do the step by step. So for number 1A, what do y'all have for number 1A? What is the diameter of the semicircle? The diameter.
I have 14.
I have
Fourt-
14.
14 meters, very good. How many persons have 14 meters? If you have 14 meters, you are correct.
I have
14, good. Now, what is the radius of the circle?
7.
7.
7 meters.
7.
How you got? How we got 7? It's gonna be what? 14 divided by what?
14
Divided by 2.
2 is 7.
Divided by 2 is 7. If you got that right, please put a tick. If you got it wrong, please put an X and make your corrections. All right. This is 7 meters. So 14 meters is correct. 7 meters is also correct. Now we want the length of the curved portion. How are we going to get that? That's going to be what?
It would be 3.14 times 7.
3.14 times what? Times 7.
7, which would be
Which is what?
21.98.
21.98.
Yes, sir.
That's correct. 21.98. Anyone else got 21.98 for
Yes, sir.
the metal?
Yes, sir.
For C.
Yes, sir.
Okay, very good. 21.98 meters, right? Don't forget the meters.
Yes, sir.
If you got it right, please put a tick. If you got it wrong, please put an X. Now, the next question says, what is the total length of the metal strip needed? So we have to add up everything. And so it's going to be what?
1.98 plus 6
21
plus
21.98 plus what?
6
Plus 6. Plus what? 14
plus 6,
plus 6.
which leaves me 47.98.
It's going to be 47.98. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
21.98
Yes, sir.
plus 6 plus 14 plus 6. 41 or 47?
7.
Yes, 47. 47.98. Matthew, I think your mic is your mic is your camera's on. 47.98. what meters? Now, round your answer to the nearest whole number. What you get when you round it?
48 m.
48 meters. Very good. How many persons got all right for the first one?
No.
Me, Mr. Petit, I put this on my right now.
I
Very
did.
good. Very good.
I did.
Good. And I only see a few persons sending in their work. Where's the rest of the persons? Ashton, where's your work?
I got
Excuse me, Mr. Petit.
Yes.
I won't be able to send in my work because my Romanian.
What time is your mother coming home?
I ain't sure.
All right. Bethany, did you send in your work?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Kvet Percenti, did you send in your work?
Not yet.
Okay, what number are you on?
Number 2.
I still need the rest of you all to send in your work. I need the rest of you all to send in your work. Some of you still haven't sent it in yet. J Bez, where's your work? Jalen, where's your work? Andrew, where's your work? Ajani, where's your work? I need the rest of you to send in the work. Again, how many persons got everything right for number 1?
Me.
Latavia.
I didn't get everything right.
You didn't get everything right, Shion? Shion, you say you didn't get everything right?
No, sir.
What you got wrong?
I guess I make a mistake.
Which part?
And number one number one C.
Once, oh, when you multiply it.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And that affected DI and D triple I, D double I.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
But I know it. I know how to do it.
Yeah, that's important. All right. Write down the diameter of the semicircle. This is for number 2. What is the diameter of the
18.
18 meters. Very good. What is the radius?
9.
How do we get 9?
18 divided by 2.
18 divided by 2 is 9. It's 9. 18 divided by 2 is 9. And good. So 9 meters. Some of us got 9 meters for that.
I got it.
Very good. Now, how are you gonna get C? What are we gonna do for C?
We gotta multiply 3.14 times 9.
3.14 times 9. So it's gonna be 3.14. Multiplied by what?
The radius.
The radius, which is 9. And what do we get when we multiply them? We get what?
28.26.
28.26. Is that correct? 3.14 multiplied by 9. 28.26 is correct.
I get that too, Mr. Petit.
Good. 28.26. Good. Now, a metal strip is placed around the semicircular part and the 3 straight edges. What is the total length of the metal strip needed?
You want us to tell
Is
you?
it?
Yeah.
It's 20. I mean, we supposed to add up on the side.
28.26.
I get 66.20. I mean 26. 26, sorry.
Yes, I have that too. 66.26.
All right, good. All right, so we want the total length. So the total length is going to be, this is obviously meters. So the total length is going to be, I need persons who have not sent in their work yet to send in their work. Johnny, did you send in your work?
I'm about to.
Make sure send in your work, please. Angel, did you send in your work?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so we have 26.26. Ashtan, did you send in your work? 26.26 plus
10
plus 10 meters.
plus 18.
Where's Carolyn McKinsey? Where's Carolyn? I think I see Carolyn Mitchell. Who's Carolyn Mitchell? Who that is? Carolyn Mitchell, who is that? 28.26 plus what? 10 meters plus what?
18
18
plus
meters
10.
Plus 10 meters again.
plus 10 meters again. What's the
What
answer?
gives
What's the
me
answer?
66.26.
That'll give you, so we have 28.26 plus 10 meters plus 18 plus 10. Give us what?
66.20.
Very good. 66.26. All right, 66.26. Now we want to round our answer to the next whole number.
66 meters. That's what I get.
66.
That's what I get too. 66 meters.
Not 67.
Oh,
No.
Mr. Petit is 66.
66. That's
Thanks for
correct.
enough.
Because 2 is less than 5, right?
Yes,
The
sir.
answer is 66 meters. All right, good. How many persons got all right for number 2?
I
I
did.
did I get all right. I don't
did.
know what happened to me.
I did.
Very good. I want everyone to send in their work, please. Again, send in your work via WhatsApp. Again, send in your work via WhatsApp.
Got all right.
That's good. Again, again, send all your work via WhatsApp. Again, send all your work via WhatsApp. All right, so again, once you finish with your work, take a picture of it and send it to me via WhatsApp. Again, take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. Again, take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. All right, so for those of you who are not doing English, you can leave. But for those of you who are doing English, we're going to transition over to English language. Again, for those of us who are doing English language, we're going to transition over to that. All right. But I need you all to send in the rest of your notes. All right. And then we're going to transition over to English language. All right, so let's move on to English language. This is going to be Monday. Today is Monday. Let's set up, please, for English. Today is Monday. The what? The 30th?
Yes, sir.
The 30th of October. That means this is the second to last day of October 2023. I can't believe it's already October. I mean, it's already November. The subject is, of course, English language. And the topic is going to be A positives and A positive phrases. A positives and A positive phrases. Sienna. Let's see, Anna.
Yes, sir.
Is everything good with your sister? She didn't come to class.
It was a really difficult situation at school today, and it resulted in a conversation being needing to be held between her and my mom, along with my dad. So she was unable to come to class today.
Okay, so it's long. Okay. All right. I thought something was, but she's physically, like, she's not sick or nothing. Like,
No,
she's
sir.
okay. All right, that's good. All right. So we're gonna be looking at A positives and A positive phrases. Very important topic.
Yes, miss. May I use the bathroom, please?
Yes, you can. All right, so anyone ever heard of a positive or a positive phrases?
No,
Someone else?
sir. First time
No,
ever.
sir. No, sir. Not in a million years.
Not in a million years. Oh boy. But it's a very simple idea. Once we do it, you'll be like, oh, I'm sure you have seen it, but you probably just not know what it means or what is the name for it. But you definitely have seen it before, more than likely. If you read a book, and it's anyone have ever read a book from cover to cover, like I read a full book from cover to
Rami?
cover. Anyone has anyone in there read a full book from cover to cover?
Yes, sir.
Oh, no, sir.
Yes, sir.
Never in my life.
Okay, for those of you who have ever read a full book cover to cover, then you've probably seen a positive or a positive phrase, okay? Because it's very hard to write a whole book and not have a positive in it. All right. So let's start about what we mean by a positive. So
I have done that.
so an a positive. Well, let me start with an a positive. Sorry, is a noun or a noun phrase that renames or explains another noun or pronoun in a sentence. So basically, if you want to rename a noun, a pronoun, if you want to give a specific naming to it, if you want to say exactly what you're talking about, or if you just want to provide additional information, then you would use an a positive. Okay. Now, let's continue with the rest of its function. So it serves the a positive to provide additional information or clarification about the noun it refers to. So let's look at an example. So if you're trying to, the purpose of an a positive is to provide what? Additional information or what? Clarification to a particular situation. So you add a positive to your sentence, right? To help you to provide an additional information to give you some more, to help your reader to understand more about what you're talking about. Okay. So do not write this down, but I want you to well, yeah, write this down. So let's do it. So let's say that my friend is an excellent chef. Okay. So let me ask the question. So who is this sentence talking about?
Someone.
Friend.
Okay.
Someone friend.
Good. It's talking about your friend, right? What do we know about your friend?
He's an
It's
excellent
chef.
Your friend is
An excellent chef.
an excellent chef. Okay. So if I wanted to give you more information about my friend, what you think would be a good thing that you would want to know about my friend? That this sentence does not tell you.
Your friend's name.
Say it again. Someone said it.
Your friend's name.
Exactly. What my friend's name is. Does the sentence tell me the name of my friend?
No, sir.
No,
means,
sir.
so this sentence does not have any A positive. Okay. No A positive. But if I wanted to add, let's call this 1A. Let's call this 1A. If I wanted to add the name of my friend, what would I need? I would need a what? A positive, right?
A
So,
positive.
so I'm gonna say the name of my friend. So I'm gonna say my friend John is an excellent chef. So what is the difference between the first sentence and the second sentence?
The first
The
sentence
first
did not
sentence
have a positive, and the second sentence did by saying the name of my friend.
Very good. So John in this case is the what?
The A positive.
Is the A positive. Very good. John is the A positive. So we can say John is the A positive. That provides more information about what?
My friend.
My friend. Very good. So that's a good example of an A positive, right? So example. So the A positive gives us more information or more clarification about the friend, because many of you, I'm sure, have at least more than one friend. So if you say, oh, my friend is an excellent chef, we'll be like, yeah, your friend. Which friend though? Which one you talking about, right? So A positives helps us to provide more information about the noun or the pronoun that we're talking about. So let's use another one. So let's say the city is known for its romantic atmosphere. All right. The city is known for its romantic atmosphere. Good. Do we have any A positive in the sentence?
I think no. I think
No,
no.
sir. No, sir.
No?
We don't.
No.
No A
No,
positive.
because it's not telling us what city.
It's not telling us what?
What city?
So
What
we need
city is
we need more information, right? Like which city you talking about? The city is known for its, but what city you talking about? So we need more what?
Yeah.
More what?
More information.
More information. So I can say that, yes.
You said you have to write the examples, right?
Yes, you have the, I'm saying you can write it now. You can write the examples, yes.
The city France.
You think I'm talking about France?
Paris.
France is very a romantic place to carry a for a young person.
France? Is it
Paris.
France or Paris? Which one?
Paris. Paris.
Paris.
Paris, right? The city of what? Of Paris,
Love.
right? Is known for what? For its romantic atmosphere. All right. What's the A positive in the sentence?
Paris.
Paris. Very good. Paris. Paris is the A positive. Okay. So Paris is the A positive. Good. So why is Paris A positive? Because it's providing us what? Additional information about what? About the city. Very good. Okay. So that's what we mean by an A positive. All right. But the topic is not just about A positive. The topic is about A positive and what else? A positive phrases. Okay. So what you think an A positive phrase is? I feel like I'm pronouncing this word wrong. Let me see how you pronounce it.
Miss Petit, you ever get that feeling when you spell a word correctly, but you forget how to pronounce it and you just pronouncing any word?
Say it again.
You ever get this feeling when you have the word correctly spelled, right? And you mistaking it for all type of different
Yeah,
words.
that's correct. Yeah, that's correct. That is correct. So what do you think on what do you think an a positive phrase is?
A phrase that gives you information.
A phrase that who said that?
Sarah.
Ciara or Zara? Zara. Okay. Oh, by the way, this is not they don't pronounce it a positive, they pronounce it a positive.
A
So
positive.
it's a positive.
I going to say that, Mr. Petita, positive.
It's a positive, yeah. All right, so yeah, so what is a positive phrase? So someone said it already. It's basically an appositive is a noun that that renames something else. But an appositive phrase is a phrase that gives extra information or additional information to provide clarity. All right. So let's write that down. So a positive phrase or positive phrases are often more complex and involve a group of words that work together to identify or describe a noun. So let me see if y'all are wise. So examples. So remember, we could say, these also provide, but we could say like a positives, these phrases, or you can say a positive phrases also provide additional information or clarification to the noun it refers to. Good. So it's basically an extended version of a positive. So an appositive phrase is basically an extension of an appositive. So you have single word appositives and you have appositive phrases. So that's basically the difference. All right. So let's look at it. I don't want to let's just use purple. So let's say we say that my aunt painted a beautiful mural. My aunt painted a beautiful mural. What do we mean by mural? It's basically a
connected painting.
wall painting. So my aunt painted a beautiful mural. Does this contain any a positives or positives?
No, not
No, yes or no?
no.
No.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, someone said yes. What is the a positive? I mean, what is the what's the positive, huh?
No, sir. This don't have a positive.
You don't have a positive, you sure?
Yes, sir. I sure I 100% actually.
How about beautiful?
That ain't the name of my auntie though.
Mine in the name of my auntie.
Does so you think a positive?
That don't give me no information about my auntie either.
Say it again. So I don't understand. Beautiful. You think beautiful is not a positive? So you think a positives only deal with naming? That's what you think?
Hold on. I think yes, sir.
You think
Because we
positives?
talking about a positive phrases. We ain't just talking about a positive no more.
So what you think? You think beautiful is the positive in this case?
Yes, sir.
I think
I
so.
think that would be
You
the
think
positive
so?
phrase.
You think so? I got y'all again. Because beautiful is actually an adjective. It's an adjective describing the mural. But it says nothing about it says nothing about the
So, but
aunt.
teach you always trying to trick us, but you always
Exactly. We was right the first time. Now you come and confuse us.
But you should know because beautiful doesn't say anything about your aunt. Remember, what is the noun in the sentence? What is the noun?
My aunt.
My aunt, right? Remember the appositive is going to describe or going to give us more information about who?
The aunt.
My aunt, right? So nothing in the sentence gives us information about my aunt. All I know is my aunt. I don't know her name. I don't know nothing else. Okay. So this don't have no appositives. Okay, no appositives.
But dude, every time you come with this light voice, you was mix me right up.
You have to stand your ground, man. Stand your ground.
And I mean, he actually have what you call it? Statements to back up that he right, but then it turns out he wrong and we right.
Exactly. It's called deception. Okay, so
we just have to watch out for you, man.
you have to watch out. I just pay attention.
Real last week it was bonus questions. Now it's confusing us.
Well, we'll see. So what can I say? What can I say? Remember, I need a phrase. It can't be one word. What can I say about my aunt?
My aunt is very beautiful.
My aunt is very beautiful. Painted a beautiful mural? No, man.
No.
My aunt
No.
is a
I
great
would
painter.
say my
aunt.
beautiful Aunt Sally.
My no. All right, let's fix it. We can say my aunt. I can say, comma, a talented artist, right? Painted a beautiful mural. So what is does the sentence contain a positive?
Yes, sir.
And a positive phrase, does it?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Good.
I'm not sure.
What is the positive phrase in this sentence?
My aunt is a
A talented artist.
A talented artist. Why? Because it's describing who?
Her aunt.
My aunt.
It's describing my aunt, all right? So my aunt, a talented artist, because I'm trying to remember the appositive is going to describe the noun, my aunt. So I am telling you more information about my aunt. She's a talented artist, okay? And if she's a talented artist, it will be obvious that she painted a beautiful mural, okay? So for a positive phrases, in order to introduce them, we have to put what? What do we say I put?
Commerce.
I put commas, all right? So for some positive phrases, you need to put commas, all right? And sometimes you don't, all right? This is what we call and then you can separate them. You have restrictive appositive phrases and you have non-restrictive appositive phrases. For non-restrictive appositive phrases, you don't need a comma. But for restrictive appositive phrases, you need, wait, am I saying that right? You have restrictive appositive phrases, you have non-restrictive appositive. Basically, what that means is that one of them have commas and one of them you can get away without a comma. And one of them you don't need commas for them. All right. So what do I mean by that? Let me tell you. For restrictive appositive phrases, you don't need a comma. But for non-restrictive, you need a comma, which means that what that basically means is that for this one, the sentence could flow even if I move a talented artist. I mean, because the sentence still makes sense. My aunt painted a beautiful mural. So the sentence still makes sense even without a talented artist. It's just like an additional information. So that's what we mean by non-restrictive, because the sentence still will work even without it. But with restrictive, the sentence cannot work without it. So you need to, you don't need to put no comma. Like you need to just let it flow. So let's look at this. So it's going to be a talented artist is the positive phrase. I mean, a positive phrase. So a talented artist is a positive phrase. So let's do another one. This is not number 2, this is number 1B. And let's call this number 1A. All right. Okay, now let's do number 2A. All right, so let's do another example of a positive phrase. But for the first one, I want to see if you understand. So let's look at something. So we can say the president address the nation. The president addressed the nation. Does this sentence contain any positive phrases? The president addressed the nation.
No, it does not.
No, it does not.
I say no, and I stick with my answer.
No.
I agree with Kevin.
No. All right. Okay. The president addressed the nation. Why you say it doesn't have a positive phrase?
Because it does not describe the president.
It ain't describing the president. And
Very
it ain't
good.
talking about which nation.
No, it has nothing to do with the nation. It has everything to
Not
do
the
with
nation, but the president.
the president, right? So what can we do to make it? And so this has no positive phrases. It's actually supposed to be no positive phrases. And this first one also supposed to be no positive phrases. And so let's do this. Now, what I want is I want to fix it. So let's fix it to B. So how can we fix this? The president, we want a positive phrase. We can say the president. How can we describe the president? What could we say?
He's a charismatic leader.
A charismatic leader. Okay, that could work. The president, what else?
He's bold. He/she is bold.
Intelligent.
Okay. An intelligent leader. Okay. The president, a loving individual. The president, maybe you can say he is a seasoned politician, right? So the president, a seasoned politician, address the nation. All right, in this sentence, what is the appositive phrase?
A seasoned politician.
Oh, I can't even pronounce that.
What? You can't pronounce that?
I get my tongue all twist up.
Seasoned.
Seasoned politician.
Yeah, seasoned.
Like
politician.
seasoned chicken?
Yeah, like seasoned chicken. Are you going to food, Natalia? You like food?
No, because that's the first thing I think of when you talk about seasoned.
All right. All right, so it's going to be a seasoned individual or seasoned politician. Let me say seasoned politician. What does that mean? Does that mean he like to cook, or what does that mean when we say seasoned politician?
As a lot
he's
of
all around.
experience in the field of politician.
Experience. Yeah, he has a lot of experience. Okay. The seasoned is a positive phrase. All right. So the president, a seasoned politician, is a positive phrase. Okay. Okay, good. So I think you all, do you think you have a good understanding of what we mean by a positive and a positive phrase?
Mr. Taker, you have one more example, please. I still don't understand.
You still don't understand? So basically, all we're doing is providing an additional information, more information. So you have to look at the sentence and you have to see whether or not we have additional information or we don't have additional information about the noun. All right, about the noun. That's very important. So please write this down. Write this down, and I want you to, in the chat, write an example of a sentence that contains either an appositive phrase or an appositive, just an appositive. Okay. All right. In the chat, write an example that contains either a positive phrase or just an appositive. So in the chat, put an example of an appositive phrase or an appositive, a sentence. The sentence has to have a positive or an appositive phrase. All right. In the chat, the sentence must have a positive or an appositive phrase. Again, put inside the chat an example of a sentence that has a positive.
Mr. Bati.
Yes,
Oh, I thought.
I'm right there. Again, in the chat, put an example of a sentence that has a positive or an appositive phrase. Again, in the chat, put an example of inside the chat, put an example of a sentence that contains either a positive or an appositive phrase.
Excuse me, Mr. Petit.
Go ahead.
May I leave for 20 minutes, please? I have to change location.
Sure, no problem.
That's all.
Again, in the chat, put a sentence that contains either a positive or on a positive phrase. All right, so let's read these sentences. What we have inside the chat so far. Prime Minister, the Honorable Brave Davis is a fantastic man. Wait, let me go to the top. Sarah, my uncle is a professional boxer. My uncle, what's the name of your uncle, Zara? Frank Lloyd, the renowned architect, designed the iconic Fallen Waterhouse. Very good, Marnik. Very good answer. Natalia, my cousin, China, is a talented dancer. China, is that true? Where's China? China's here. China, where's China?
Happy.
Is that true?
Who tell me?
She said, my cousin China is a talented dancer.
Well, you can say that.
Michael, my mother, Mary, went to work on Saturday. Very good. Marnik, the park, a place of serenity and beauty, provided a tranquil atmosphere for seeking solace from the chaotic life. Stene Penniman, my sister Mary is a good singer. Very good. Natalia, my cousin, okay, that's the same thing. Sabria, my friend Peyton is really smart. Good.
Excuse me, Mr. Petit.
Uh-huh.
That was Latavia.
Yeah, Latavia, sorry.
You said Natalia.
I'm sorry. Too much else. Dion, my friend Freddie is a tall athlete. Very good. It's an all-around athlete. Angel, my friend went for an early run. My friend, what is the name of your friend? What's the name of your friend? Taya, my cousin Talia needs help with the homework. Chardonnay, my brother Chris is a horrible basketball player. Sienna, my cat Lucius is a very adorable cat. My friend is a good swimmer, but what is the name of your friend, Andrew? My teacher, a well-respected woman, gave us an essay to write. Very good, Bethany. My cousin Mark is coming over to my house. Good. Shion, my sister, is a professional hairdresser. What's the name of your sister? My friend Sally is a good baker. Good. My mother, a really smart lady, was the one who fixed my bike. Very good, Malaya. My wife, Dorothy, enjoys musical theater. How you get a wife, Kevin? Susie is a professional football player. My best friend really is a good dressmaker. Jessica, where is the name of your best friend? And Natalia, the capital of France, Paris, is a popular destination for tourists from
Mr. Petit,
across the world. Yes, Sarah?
if the noun isn't identified, is it not a positive
So,
phrase?
so very good question. So basically, you have to identify the noun. So like, or you have to give me a more explanations about the noun. So for example, if you look at number 1, I say my friend is an excellent chef. Okay, my friend is an excellent chef. But what's the name of my friend? So John gives me more information about my friend. His name is John. Okay, so you have to give us more information about the noun in order for it to be on a positive. You understand?
Yes, sir.
Good. So my friend Trinity will not be at school tomorrow. Very good. My sister, the masseuse, gave me a facial after a long day at work. Very good. Very good, Saria. My uncle Billy is a professional boxer. Good. Good. Very good. All right, so I think we're ready for the grade exercise now. So let's go and do it. So grade exercise number 1. All right. Hello, good afternoon. Hello. All right, so great exercise. So for this one, I want you to so in each case, underline the appositive or a positive phrase if there is none. If there is none, then write NP. Okay. So if there's no appositive phrase, write NP. But if there is an appositive phrase, underline it. All right. So let's go. Let's begin with our first sentence. My teacher offered extra help to, yes, Sarah?
Mr. Petit,
Yes.
may I excuse to leave?
Yeah. My teacher offered extra help to struggling students. My teacher offered extra help to struggling students. Number 2. I received a letter from my uncle about learning chess. Number 3. My friend John, Rose, will join us tonight for dinner. Number 4. Her brother the river, a natural wonder, flows from or flows through flows through the valley.
Mr. Petit, if it's a positive phrase with the right, with the put.
If it's a positive phrase, then underline it. All right. If it's a positive phrase, then underline it. If it's not a positive phrase, then you have to put NP. So the river, a natural wonder, flows through the valley. Number 5. Sarah My neighbor is an accomplished musician. Number 6. The CEO unveiled the company's groundbreaking technology. Number 7. The yacht a luxurious vessel equipped with state-of-the-art amenities, sailed gracefully into the harbor. Number 8. Restaurant, a culinary gem in the heart of the city, is known for its delectable fusion cuisine. Number 9. The musician performed an enchanting recital. And number 10. The athlete let's say my friend Maria, a dedicated humanitarian and tireless volunteer, is organizing a charity event. All right, so basically it's only those 10 for if it contains a positive, all right. If it contains a positive, then write then underline the positive or a positive phrase. If there's none, then write NP. If there's no positive or if there's no positive phrase, then write NP. So number 1 says, my teacher offered extra help to struggling students. Number 2, I received a letter from my uncle about learning chess. My friend Rose will join us tonight for dinner. The river, a natural wonder, flows through the valley. Sarah, my neighbor, is an accomplished musician. The CEO unveiled the company's groundbreaking technology. Number 7, the yacht, a luxurious vessel equipped with state-of-the-art amenities, sailed gracefully into the harbor. Number 8, the restaurant, a culinary gem in the heart of the city, is known for its delectable fusion cuisine. Number 9, the musician performed an enchanting recital. Number 10, my friend Maria, a dedicated humanitarian and tireless volunteer, is organizing a charity event. All right. All right, once you finish with your work, take a picture of it and send it to me via WhatsApp. Again, once you finish with your work, take a picture of it and send it to me via WhatsApp. It's only those 10. Let me know if you are done.
When I'm finished, maybe excuse you to Marching base.
Hello?
All right. I think we're ready to answer the questions. Like I said, once you finish with your work, take a picture of it and send it to me via WhatsApp. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So for number one, what you have, is it NP or does it have any positives in it?
It's
NP.
NP
NP, why?
NP.
because it doesn't have no positives in it or positive phrases.
Okay, I know that, but why?
It doesn't have the name of the teacher.
It doesn't give us more information about the noun, the teacher. All right, so we need more additional information about her. So, or him. What is her name? What is his name? Like, give us some more information about the teacher. So, NP. So how many persons got that right?
I did.
Good.
I did.
I
did.
I received a letter from my uncle about learning chess. Is that NP or does that contain a positive in it?
MP.
NP.
It wasn't too sharp, so I put MP.
NP, very good. What's the name of your uncle? Nobody tell me. Nobody know what the name of your uncle is. We don't know what's his skill set. We don't know nothing about your uncle. All we know is that you got a letter from him. My friend Rose will join us tonight for dinner. Is there any positives there?
Yes, sir.
What is it?
Rose.
Rose, very good, Rose. Number 4, the river, a natural wonder, flows through the valley.
A natural wonder.
A natural wonder, very good, a natural wonder. Number 5, Sarah, my neighbor, is an accomplished musician.
My neighbor is.
My neighbor. All right. How many persons got that for number 5?
Okay.
I got.
All right. Only 2 persons? Persons
I
got number
got it.
5, right?
I got it.
I got it.
Good.
I got it.
All right. The CEO unveiled the company's groundbreaking technology.
MP.
NP, very good.
NP.
NP.
I got that.
Excellent.
You got it.
The yacht, a luxurious vessel equipped with state-of-the-art amenities, sailed gracefully into the harbor.
MP.
The yacht, a luxurious vessel equipped with state-of-the-art amenities, sailed gracefully into the harbor.
I underlined a
A
luxurious
luxurious
vessel.
vessel equipped with state-of-the-art.
Very good. The whole part, a luxurious vessel equipped with state-of-the-art amenities. That's a positive phrase.
I got that.
Very good.
Oh, Lord,
Any-
thank you.
Anyone else got that?
Me too.
Anyone else got
I
that
got
for
it.
number 7?
I got it.
Okay, good. The restaurant, a culinary gem in the heart of the city, is known for its delectable fusion cuisine.
A culinary gem in the heart of the city.
Very good. A culinary gem in the heart of the city. Good.
I got that too.
Very good. A culinary gem in the heart of the city is number 9. The musician perform an enchanting recital.
NP.
That's NP for sure.
NP. NP.
I got NP too.
NP. Very good. My friend Maria, a dedicated humanitarian and tireless volunteer, is organizing a charity event.
Maria.
Maria, no.
A
dedicated and tireless
Dedicated and tireless voluntary.
volunteer. Yeah, that is a positive phrase. I mean, we can still consider Maria to be a positive as well, but a positive phrase is a dedicated humanitarian and tireless volunteer. Okay. How many persons did well in this exercise?
I did.
Me.
Me.
I got it. Only number 10. I put Maria.
Okay. All right. Good. If you're ready, send in your work. Take a picture of it. Sorry, for those who finished with their work, take a picture of it and send it to me via WhatsApp. If you have already done that, then you can leave, except for Sienna and Naya and Marnik. Y'all don't leave. But the rest of you all can go if you sent in your work already. Good night.
Good night, Mr. Badi.
Good night. Good night.
Good night, Mr. Petit.
Good night, Mr.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night. Sienna. Where's Sienna? Sienna. Sienna, are you there?
Good night, Mr. Petit.
Good night.
Mr. Petit, may I instruction, please?
You can go. We finished class.